Good morning, students. Today, our class is Social Science and we will study a new chapter, Human Resources, Unit number 6. It is a huge chapter to understand also. So, I am reading the summary uh, of this chapter that you can understand easily whenever you read your textbook. So, I am being fast reading regarding this chapter. Let's start. Point wise, I am reading. Okay, you will understand. To collect information and register people living in a particular area of any part of the country is known as population census. It is done every 10 years as per the order of the central government of India. In our country, the last census was carried out in the year 2011. Human resource is the wealth of the nation. Development of the country depends not only on the area of the country or natural resources, but it also based upon the quality of human resource that contributes a lot to economic development. A census is done in order to know the quality of human resource and to plan for economic development. It is important to have a census for development of 5 years plan and for the management of necessities like food, water, residence, industries, electricity, employment, education, defense, etc. Nowadays, animals, birds, and trees that are becoming extinct as well as domestic animals are also counted. The land area of India is 32,87,263 square kilometer, which forms 2.42% of the total land area of the world. As far as area is concerned, India stands 7th after countries like Russia, Canada, China, USA, Brazil, and Australia. However, in terms of population, India is second after China. More than 16% of the world's population resides in India or living in India. The quantitative human population is known as human resource. Human strength depends on the intelligence and literacy of population. Various influential and responsible citizens are sources of human strength. Our youth and children are our treasures. During the last century, especially in the last 5 decades, the rate of population growth is a cause of worry. In 1901, the population of India was 23 crores, which has increased to 121 crores in 2011. 2 centuries ago, the rate of population growth was less, since infant mortality means death, rate was high. Diseases like cholera, plague, TB, or tuberculosis, typhoid, etc., were incurable. People starved to death due to famines, and there were no facilities for immediate medical treatment. Because the modes of transport and roads were also improper, the number of deaths of pregnant women was also high. Since this scenario has improved a lot today, mortality rate has decreased. Moreover, the standard of living has improved, and so the average lifespan, which was about 40 to 41 years in 1920, has increased to 63 to 64 years. Opposed to this, the birth rate has not decreased noticeably. The various factors responsible for population explosion are as follows: illiteracy, superstition, beliefs, orthodox thinking and customs, child marriage, poverty, widow remarriage, lack of ideal concept of small family, etc. Due to population exploitation, problems per- pertaining to the management of food, water, residence, environmental pollution, security, employment, traffic control, etc. arise. Now, population density. The population of people residing in per square kilometer of a specific area is known as population density of that area. Population density is high in areas near river banks, industrial areas, fertile region of peninsular river, etc., while in desert, hilly, and forest areas, population density is low due to unfavorable conditions. Density of population of area depends upon many factors like environment, land surface, availability of water and electricity, crops, minerals, industries, educational facilities, health and transport facilities, opportunities for jobs, urbanization, etc. The five most highly populated districts of Gujarat are Ahmedabad, Surat, Vadodara, Rajkot, and Banaskantha. The five districts of Gujarat that have the highest density of population are Surat, Ahmedabad, Anand, Gandhinagar, and Navsari. The five most highly populated states of India are Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Bihar, West Bengal, and Andhra Pradesh. The five Indian states that have the highest density of populations are Bihar, West Bengal, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, and Haryana. The five least populated regions of India are Lakshadweep, Daman and Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and Sikkim. Now we will study birth rate. The average of the total live babies born per thousand persons in a year is any specific area is known as birth rate. Indians have been adopting family planning since a number of years now. Therefore, the birth rate is declining constantly. Decline means less. However, in rural areas, due to lack of education and awareness about family planning, the birth rate is still high. Death rate. The average number of deaths in 1 year per thousand persons in any specific area is termed as death rate. With the help of improvement in living standards, effective medicine, vaccination, controlling various diseases, etc., during the past few decades, it has been possible to bring a marked decline in the death rate in India. Migration. When humans go from one place to settle in another for their livelihood or for their progress, it is known as migration. Employment, education, business, industries, etc. are the reasons why rural people is attracted to urban life. Since Gujarat is an agriculture region, 62% of its population resides in villages and 38% lives in cities. Population structure. The classification of total population into various groups is called population structure. For example, male female groups, age groups, rural urban groups, religious group, linguistic groups, etc. Age group. The population of the nation has been divided into three age groups. One, 0 to 14 years old are called children. Number two, 15 to 59 years old are called adults. And those aged 60 years or more are called senior citizens. Compared to the rest of the world, Japan has the highest number of senior citizens. Sex ratio. Sex ratio can be defined as the number of female per thousand males. According to the 2011 census, there were 914 females for every 1,000 males in India. The sex ratio of Gujarat is 918. Kerala is the highest sex ratio, 1084 in India. Literacy. An individual who is 6 years old or more and who can read, write, and understand any one language is said to be literate. In 1901, the literacy rate in India was 5.35%, and this has increased to 74.04% in 2011. It is highest in Kerala at 93.91%. In Gujarat, the literacy rate is 79.31%. Professional structure. This is divided into two groups, working groups and non-working groups. Due to rapid industrialization in India, the working group is constantly increasing. Two types of changes can be seen in the population of India. Variation in population count are known as quantitative changes. These happen mainly due to rate of population growth and migration of people. Number two, changes observed in thinking and nature, lifestyle, and living standards are known as qualitative changes. Quantitative means counting 1, 2, 3 like that, and qualitative, what quality you have. The main reason responsible for these changes are dedication, hard work, national feeling, enthusiasm, bravery, etc. Religious group. India is a secular nation. In India, Hindus are in a majority. After them come Muslim, Christian, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, and Parsis respectively. Linguistic group. As mentioned in our constitution, there are 22 recognized languages in India. Hindi and English have been given the status of official and global languages respectively. Gujarati languages is in the 7th place. Health. The health of a person can be defined as the prosperity achieved through all the elements like physical, mental, social, economic, and spiritual. The highest level of health helps in speeding up the progress of national development. National population policy. When human resources of a nation are educated, trained, healthy, and strong, they can contribute greatly to the development of that nation. To ensure that the arrest of any sudden rise in its number, as well as to see that it is used and developed properly, our government has decided on the national population policy. As part of the national population policy, various programs like nutrition, food, mother child care, and treatment, providing clean drinking water, school health programs, safe guarding children's rights, etc., have to be made more active and widespread. So, these are the human resources. Whenever you study this chapter, at least 2 times, you will understand everything about this chapter. So, see you in next class. Thank you very much.